Okay, so how does this thing start?
When you tell us you're ready.
We're ready.
Everybody get in close.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't talk.
Good theater occurs when you're engaged.
Yes. Interactive theater. Please hold the fruit and rotten vegetables.
Yes. Throw money. Okay. So we have a 4-act play for you, and it's going to be a play of grand emotions. You're going to go from we don't care much about anything. We're going to take you up. We're going to take you down to the depths of despair, and we're going to leave you in a high place of great excitement. That's how this is going to go in the next few minutes. So. We have 3 heroes. Let me introduce you to the heroes. Abdul, tell your story.
Hi. I'm Abdul, and I'm a middle manager, 35. I've got 3 kids, a wife at home. I'm just not as fit as I used to be. My doctor says I need to start exercising, and something about triglyphan and a few other numbers that I just don't understand. And I'm aware and unempowered.
So I'm Janet, a senior manager. I am aware but unempowered. My husband just passed away. I've got aging parents. I'm really stressed about my retirement, and I work 55 hours a week.
I'm Maria, and I just started working. I am in my mid-20s, and I have 2 kids, and I'm recently divorced, and this just isn't how I thought my life was going to be. I thought I had all these plans and dreams, and now I'm just so busy I can't even take care of myself. And I'm aware of all the issues that I have, but I feel unempowered to change any of them.
Well, thank you. Now, the 3 of this team, the heroes, all work together at
Status quo.
There's a lot of information available at the company, and they've been presented with a great deal of data, both on the internet and with friends who've given them advice. And as they talk together, even though they're different status points in the company, why don't you talk a little bit about some of that information that's been given to you and just how productive it's been and be able to change your situation and make things better for you. Maria, why don't you share a little bit about that?
First, I'm completely burned out. I haven't even been working that long. I'm only in my 20s, but I just can't take it anymore. I get 0 rest at home or in the workplace. I have all of these pressures to change, but I just can't seem to make any change because I also have pressures of choices that I've always done, my habits that I've always had. And I'm digitally distracted. I'm on all of the social media trying to post things of my kids, but losing connection with all of the people I actually really love. And that's it. That's it.
So as a senior manager, I'm responsible for an entire team of people, but I really don't care about them because I have no deep relationships with anyone, because I have no time for them. And it's really distracting because I'm supposed to bring my best self to work every day, but I can't lead my teams because I really don't care about them. I'm too focused on me right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately I had this really bad health problems, and I'm data at work, data with my health, data with my kids, and I just can't sort through it all. And it seems like everything's just a broken record for me. And I don't really know how I can go forward, improve my health. I don't know how I can improve the well-being of my children. I don't know how I can improve the relationship with my wife. And I don't know how I can empower myself to improve my workmates and to meet Janet's expectations and present enough data to her at work.
I'm just really depressed at the moment. I hope you're feeling happier. For your information, if it wasn't clear, we have reached the lowest point in the graph right now, and I hope you're with me on this. But we have hope, as we can move past to... actually, we're on active. Fortunately, it turns out there might be hope, perhaps. And I'm hoping the heroes will be able to tell a story of at least a glimmer of opportunity, of potential, maybe. Abdul, do you have any hope for the future?
I do have hope. There are components that will help me to flourish, find purpose in my work, to continue to exercise and take care of myself. My company is employing a few nudge techniques to help me to eat better and sleep better. I can relate better to Janet, hopefully, in the future. There is hope out there for me. My children are doing well in school as well.
So a bright philosopher named Wade created this story about how it's really hard to pick the bad out of a bucket with chopsticks. And as opposed to picking the bad out of a bucket with chopsticks, to fill the bucket with more good, with water, to allow the bad to float out of my life. And that's changed my philosophy of working with my team members and focusing on being a good coach that empowers the team so that not only do they feel better, but I have made a change in what I do and what I focus on that affects all of the folks that work with me, like Abdul and Maria.
And I've heard Janet come to work and tell us that we need to all bring our best selves to work. And as I've been looking at social media, I've been seeing lots of trends from both the wellness director at work and also just trends on the internet talking about how to belong and shed stress and eat better and feed your family better. And I just really see what my life could look like if I could only do these things. And I also am personally motivated. You know, as my kids are growing, I know that we're not on a journey to save the world, but to save ourselves. And I'm just can see what the picture looks like and just hoping that I can get there.
That's great. So there is some hope. So what we've discovered and decided is that it starts with you, and you draw a circle around yourself, and then you make a change and you leverage some other environmental friends, the systems around you. Let's talk a little bit about that. Can you share some thoughts about the challenges that you see in front of that you can bring into your lives, that you can actually act upon as compared to just be hopeful about? Any of them?
Go ahead.
So at work they started to have subtle cues. They left more fruit and healthy food for me, and instead of stopping by McDonald's, and I can now eat a little bit healthier. And I have changed my social network from being digital social media to actually going and getting that cup of coffee with a friend and rekindling connections that I didn't have before. And as I start connecting, I realize that I'm not in a silo, that other people have the same issues, and that not only do I need help, I also have the capacity to help, and the more that I help others, the more I'm actually helping myself. Which leads to the digital ladder of connection. Then I do go back online and I do start helping other people and sharing my story so that they can follow the same train.
So I took this thought process of not caring about anyone else but myself because I was too busy to think about it. And where I had zero deep connections with people, I have created 3 or 4 that allows me to vent and experience frustrations and talk about challenges that now I don't take those out on my team members like Maria and Abdul. And it's created an entire teamwork that we are influencing and changing the world.
And now with Janet's changing culture at work, I understand the components of well-being and taking care of myself and my family first so that I can be the best person at work that I can be. We've changed the behavior culture at work from looking at facts and creating a new narrative for ourselves. And we understand how to flourish. So now we are not only flourishing in our personal lives, but also enjoying work, enjoying each other, and returning that investment to the company.
Could I get the whole team that work together, and let's have a group hug, because this just needs
Oh yeah. Yeah.